Live.
We're live. Okay. Thanks for waking me up. Welcome to day 293. That's 293 consecutive RobLynn Lives. It's Wednesday, the 7th day of June. Happens to be my second son's birthday today. I sang happy birthday to him at 6:30 his time on the central time zone, and 6:45, I guess, 7:45 here. And his daughter, our granddaughter, listened in, and she burst out laughing. So evidently, my voice travels near, travels far, and is appreciated by all, including my grandchildren. So that was fun. It's, as I said, Wednesday, the 7th of June, and you're listening to RobLynn Live with Ollie.
The Wonder Dog.
Yeah, I don't even need to write that down anymore. I can remember it. Today is Wacky Wednesday. And speaking of Wacky Wednesday, briefly I'll state or say that I was chased by 2 rattlesnakes today in my own front yard. They were babies, only about 2 feet long. However, they had the rattles going and they had the tongue sticking out.
That's scary.
Like they wanted to give me a tug on my pants leg, but I was in shorts. So I got away from the one, and then I went to check where I'd seen the other one, and he or she started chasing me again. I fell in the driveway, and I've twisted my knee. So if you hear some grimacing, don't be shocked, don't be alarmed. It's just my knee hurting. So
Nothing stops.
Let's see, between the mouth.
Nothing stops him from being here.
No, nothing will stop me. I will crawl to the microphone.
I give him credit,
So anyway, between the knee, the shoulder and neck, the mouth, and the feet swelling up, I'm good. I'm good. So we'll get this kicked off. Enough of my miseries. Hello there, one and only Jerry Nix. Thank you. And this is what the hat will look like, Jerry, right there. And as you can see, the colors really pop right off the hat, and everyone that's seen it likes it. So let's talk about today's events. It was pretty wacky today, as you already heard from my experience. At 10 a.m., I believe it was warm-up time with Marty. Marty DeGarmo came on. And then at 11 a.m., or just short of 11 a.m., along came another warm-up by the one, the only, Mr. Q&A, Red Redfern. And then at 12 p.m., pardon?
That's right. You got it right.
I got it right?
Yep.
Wow. 60 likes already, Chris? Come on.
Apply ice to the knees, Sis Mariam.
Yes, I've been applying ice to the knee. I've been elevating the knee, and I've been putting heat, alternating heat and ice. So I get some relief, and I am taking ibuprofen as needed, but not as regularly as maybe I could. But don't like taking medication.
Wonderful. Wishing your son a wonderful birthday.
Thank you, Claire. Appreciate that. And his former wife's birthday is today as well, which is kind of fun.
Yeah.
We've always celebrated both their birthdays, either through Facebook, since we're so far apart, or in person when we've been in their town. Rob, would a shotgun be useful in controlling snakes? Yes, and my foot probably would have been too, but I was wearing sandals, and I didn't think that to be the best of ideas. And a shovel. I had a shovel nearby, but I just don't like to kill things. Enough of that in my war past. I'm not into killing animals. It breaks my heart. It doesn't matter what the animal is, as long as they're not threatening me. And they were threatening me, I thought, with the tongue out, blah, 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 and the tails were. You could hear the rattle. I mean, they may have been small snakes, but I could hear the rattle. So
that's scary.
At any rate, yes, a shotgun would be helpful, but it probably would have missed the snakes because they were so small.
And I grew up in Hawaii, and we don't really have snakes. So if it happened to me, I probably would have freaked out. I can't imagine. I've never seen a rattlesnake in the wild. I've seen them in the zoo. That's about it.
Yeah, this was a zoo today for sure.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so 11 a.m. brought along Red Redfern with his OP360, ONPASSIVE 360 warm-up. And then at noon, 12 noon, live from the UK, live from Warren, Michigan, and live from somewhere in New Jersey, I believe Mount Holly. It was OP360 with the three amigos with their updates and words of inspiration.
Anne has something logical to say. Where there are baby snakes, mom and dad must be near. Better wear your boots outside.
Tomorrow, I have 2 appointments, and I'm going to hobble too, and I will have boots on tomorrow and long pants.
I'm staying indoors. Don't worry.
This snake was right at the front door. This one snake was just going nuts right by the front door and tried to get in the glass door that is in front of the front door, and had no luck. So it was getting frustrated, so I didn't want to frustrate it anymore.
And Casey says mom snake will be around as well.
That's just wonderful to know. Okay, well, thank you for that. Sawadee to you, Casey, and hello, Patricia and Michael and Jerry Nix and everybody I didn't say hello to yet. And here we go. 4 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Along came Sister Comfort Con4 with her Comfort Zone with special guest Gladys Niaboro, Marty DeGarmo dropped in, Collins Mana, and Ron Holbert, not to be confused with Rob Holbert. And that's an inside joke if you've been around a while.
There's no such thing as Rob Holbert.
Right. But there was no such thing as Ron Gorman either, but everybody persisted with that. So that was fun. That was funny back in the old days of Friday Night Live. All right. So at 2000 hours military time, or 8 p.m., which is just about now, and Ollie Boy, the Wonder Dog, presents the RobLynn Live Network featuring Robin Lynn, along with yours truly, Ollie Boy, the Wonder Dog, with an interactive live variety show that Ollie writes the material for each day, and chat, including the virtual background contest, which is also mine as in Ollie's, which begins about 8:30. Almost had a bidee moment. At 8:30, Mama Lynn will share the background, then the ringing of Grandma Bobby's cowbell, with Lynn highlighting one of your nifty chats or one of your questions.
Mushfik wants to see Ollie, so I can go grab him quickly.
You could. He's right here.
Right by our feet right now. Let's see if he'll let me pick him up.
All right, Francis Tay says Singapore is in the house. Well, with regard to Lynn's getting things kicked off for the Where's Ollie, here's Ollie for now. This is the live Ollie. That's the virtual Ollie behind us. Hello, Ollie boy. He's the baby.
He's getting
the baby.
He's getting groomed. He's getting a puppy cut very soon.
Tomorrow at 17:30 hours. Tomorrow at 5 p.m.
So we'll show him to you tomorrow. You can see his new puppy cut.
So guess often, and let's see who will be the first boy and first girl. Lately, we've been having lots of first boys and first girls, so that's the way we like it. All right, we've got some announcements, just a couple. Continue checking your OES ticker, which runs across the top there in the OES, for news of the day, as well as checking your O-Founders back office, or pop-ups, or newsy news of the day, as we call it. Newsy news of the day and of the near future.
Jerry says it was great talking to you today, Rob.
Yeah, it was good stuff, Jerry, and good stuff. I enjoyed it too. We'll do it again. I saved your number in my phone. I hope that's okay. Check out the new website hosted by the ONPASSIVE corporate ladies and gentlemen, which is totally lit. We say RobLynn Live's lit. No candle to what was lit today in the new website, especially the colors. Wasn't it purple and blue? And
I think it had orange and dark purple, I think. You guys can correct
Very
us.
pretty, very pretty,
Really
and an
pretty.
attention getter, eye catcher. Wowzer. And how about the new OES login? Did anybody check into that?
Pretty nifty.
Boy, it was absolutely awesome. The name of this game is to log in often, okay? We preach that on a nightly basis, or we mention it on a nightly basis. I'm no preacher. We do mention it nightly. Log in often. Migrate after you navigate. You don't want to hesitate. And bidi according to Mosfeq. Yes, Mosfeq, that's true. And the sense of being, and I know once you've navigated, if you haven't, you'll have that sense of being, a sense of relaxation, a sense of calm, of being in the right place at the right time for all the right reasons. And ONPASSIVE offers us all the right reasons. All right, and if help is needed to get, there are still many leaders around the globe who are willing to help. Contact your favorite leader or even your not so favorite leader if you can reach out to them. Check out the ONPASSIVE YouTube channel if you haven't lately. And by all means, create your very own O Connect and share as you see fit. Please, Ollie's licking my foot where the
He's looking at
Ollie, you win. Anyway, that tickled. Please send your love, light, and prayers out to anyone who is ill, who you may know or know of, or have been in any sort of an accident. Any sort of an accident. For a complete and speedy recovery. Also, please pray for Ash, his lovely wife, and there are two handsome young men, the space cadets who are ready to go to outer space, I think, with their dad, as well as the tech teams, the media teams, and support staff around the world for their good health and safety as well. Well, tonight we have topic number 293. Hello, Ava. Glad you're here. And Sawa Swati's here. Good stuff.
and good warning from Brenda. Be careful with Ollie with those rattlesnakes.
The nice thing about Ollie's way of life is that he's indoors almost all the time. In fact, all the time, with a few exceptions.
So we'll be extra careful.
We will be extra careful. And I may go out the back door when I go to my appointments tomorrow, just in case Mama Bear is waiting for old Papa here.
Mushfix says dark blue is the background color of the...
Dark blue, right.
Thank you.
So, we mentioned to pray for the media, the tech teams, as well as the support staff, as well as the Mafaras. Please do that for their good health and safety. Please. Tonight's topic, number 293, as I mentioned, our own version. This is our own version of Red's Q&A. However, we have 4 very special, very knowledgeable guests in-house tonight. And let's bring them on one at a time. Let's bring on Christie first, if we may. Christie Chong was with us last night, and we were having some technical difficulties, but she's here tonight, and we're glad for that. And
I'm trying to catch up with the chat a bit.
Okay. And thank you, Francis, for that super sticker. Very kind of you, brother.
Thank you, Francis.
Thank you.
Jerry Nick says, you get struck by a king cobra and got no help, you might start singing, turn out the lights, the party's over.
Yeah, I've been known to sing, and that's one song I'm not quite ready for yet.
Yeah.
Hopefully I won't have to do that one, but you're right. So, as we mentioned, it's our Q&A, and today is day 2 of the Q&A. As I mentioned, Christie had some technical difficulties at her end, and then we couldn't bring her in like we wanted to. And hopefully the snakes are gone. That's all I can say.
We're still thinking about the snakes.
I can't stop thinking about those devils. At any rate, Francis Tay is here, who was here last night. I would say he's Mr. Q&A, et cetera,
Definitely.
of Singapore. And as everyone knows, what's that? Asking, pray for my old parents. They are now in Halifax safely.
So,
good stuff,
parents are now in Canada, very safe, and that's really good news. Continue to pray for his folks who are quite elderly.
Good stuff, Mushfeq. Appreciate that. We appreciate all you can continue to do for RobLynn Live. And we've also got Mr. Teng Menor on with us tonight. And in addition to Teng, he brought along Chris Tiozon from the southern tip of the Philippine island. And Christie, I mentioned, she's from Malaysia, I believe, originally, sunny Singapore. And I'm not sure if she's in between the two right now, but she's got a better computer hookup tonight.
Yay! And John Barilla says we're approaching 300 shows. How about them apples?
How about them apples coming from the Big Apple? All right. And we may just have a flyby, like we had last night from Pop Mr. Marty DeGarmo.
Never know. He might
Not
come
sure.
in.
Not sure.
As he said, it's hard to predict if he can make it, but if he can, he will be
He'll be here. All right. For all's information, some 60 questions from our audience last night makes this round 2 or day 2 of the Q&A. And they were answered with facts, not just story. And because of this and the point that another 33 questions were held over, we'll basically start over. So if your question didn't get answered last night, bring it again, and it will get answered tonight. We won't go anywhere till we answer all questions tonight. And the reason for that is at midnight tonight, or 12 p.m. Singapore time, what do we have?
We have the lunch webinar, and we'll have Francis come in and explain that. And I will be there along with, I think, Francis, Teng, Chris, and a whole bunch of others will be there, I'm sure. It's going to be a lunchtime.
Sounds like a lunchtime party. What's for lunch?
Teaching webinar.
Let's see. Fish, I assume. Fish, or maybe soup, or soup and fish. We'll be there. We'll be there. Let's see. So buckle up. If you haven't buckled up, it's time to buckle up. Double your buckle up. So let's get after it, shall we? Post your non-support questions, please. If it's something that's directly supportive or support related, hold on to that, especially if you've already asked a question of support. And we will answer them tonight on round 2, day 2. 1A, or whatever you want to call tonight, is in the order they were asked. And remember, everybody, we are truly one on passive. There's no doubt about it. So without further ado, let's click the lady and gentlemen's in.
Actually caught up with the chat, which is remarkable. What a remarkable feat. So I'm glad we're current with the chat at this moment anyway.
All right. And once again, as a reminder, the 60-second rule is in force, where it gives Lynn a chance to catch up on the chat. So once you comment at, let's say, 1 minute past the hour, then at 2 minutes past the hour, you can fire away again.
And we're going to do the contest in a bit, and it's going to be a silent.
Francis raised his hand.
It'll be a silent contest. So you make your guesses, and then Davina will track who won and announce the winner. All right, so we can do our Q&A. Are we ready to bring in our people?
Yes, we were 10 minutes ago.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Here comes Francis.
Francis Tay is in the house.
You got unmuted. All right, and Christie Chong is here.
He can unmute himself.
All right, Christie Chong, and she's already unmuted. Hello, Christie.
Yes.
Echo, Christie.
If you have a like your phone.
Okay.
And
okay, good morning, everyone. Yeah.
Okay, that's better for sure. And here comes Chris from the Philippines, the southern tip of the Philippines, and coming in from California with that long 45-minute drive that probably took an hour and a half is Teng Menor. Hi, Teng.
Christie, can you speak a bit? I just want to see if the echo went away.
How is it now? Better?
That's better.
Good morning, everyone.
Yeah, much
Yeah,
better.
greetings, Malaysia.
All right. Good stuff. Let's maybe go around the horn here with everybody saying hello and maybe commenting on what we're doing tonight. How about you first, Francis?
Hi, good morning. Good morning. I'm back again since yesterday. So happy to be back here with all my fellow Asian, Filipinos, and Malaysians. So Asia is in the house.
Asia's in the house, and we have one here from Japanese from Honolulu.
Oh, yeah.
And Melanie saying, don't forget my post. It's in the chat. So Melanie, can you just post it again? Because I have to find it. If not, just post it again. She's going to have a practice O-Connect webinar. She's going to be hosting it. Let me put us on here. So it's Melanie Marcano. And those of you who are regulars here, you all know Melanie Marcano. and she just asked for your support. She wants to be a host of an O Connect webinar. She's going to run it at 9:45 p.m. Eastern tonight. So right after we're done, maybe an hour after we're done, depending when we end, we'll go to her webinar, and she's going to give us the link. And I hope some of you can make it. That would be great.
All right.
Thank
Go ahead.
All right. So we're good with Francis. We're good with Christy for saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Over to you, Chris, from the Philippines.
Yes, mabuhay greetings to everyone around the globe, and reaching out also to the replays if they're gonna be if you're gonna be watching this. Hey, learning together in this webinar in RobLynn Live, we will be able to share efficiency with others through the ONPASSIVE ecosystem, as we choose to do, of course. I believe that the digital tool set we have in our fingertips has the potential to make the world a better place. And I know I can contribute in my own way, big or small, to make that happen. Thank you very much, Rob and
All
Lynn.
right. Thank you. Appreciate you being here on day 2. You look well rested. Not so sure about Francis, but he'll rest up for 30 minutes here and 30 minutes there. He's falling into the Lynn Nakamoto mold here of how much rest he actually needs.
Wait. Is the webinar tomorrow? Just think we made a mistake. So Melanie's is today's Wednesday, right?
Right. It's
Okay, hers-
tonight at midnight, is it not?
No.
No?
Melanie's O Connect webinar is
Oh, okay.
separate. Melanie's, okay, just so you guys know, Melanie's is tomorrow at 9:45. It's Thursday.
Okay. I'm
No, yeah, Thursday at 9:45 p.m. But at midnight tonight, which is going to be like 3.5 hours from now, is the lunch webinar, and we'll have Francis explain that webinar a bit. Alrighty?
All right. So do you want to pick up did we say hello to Teng yet? Teng, did we say hello to you yet? How
I'm
rude.
waiting.
Hello, Teng. Speak to us.
Greetings again to everyone. This is Teng Menor from San Ramon, California. Looking forward tonight to have fun and good time as we continue to go over your burning questions and give you our truthful, factual answers. Let's get it on.
All right, let's get it on.
And-
It's time to rumble.
And if Melanie, you
Yes.
can go ahead and put the link to your OKDEC webinar in the chat. People can save it. You can do that.
That's a good idea.
Would that be a
Mohammed
smart
Ali is
idea?
in the house.
Right. And Chris, let's go ahead. Let Chris go ahead and explain the the lunch Singapore time webinar that
Why don't
you're
we
running.
let Francis instead of Chris?
Francis.
Okay.
Go ahead, Francis.
Okay, this is going to be the first lunchtime Q&A session, and mainly for those who are having this 12 o'clock Singapore 12 o'clock lunchtime. Those who are busy at night, and you can pop in a few minutes to ask your burning question. Anything that you want to ask, we're going to have a 1 hour session for you to air out your any question you have. It's a OES lunch at 12 to 1 p.m. Singapore time. So those of you who are in this region, Malaysia, Philippines, Japan, Indonesia, please join us in the O Connect lunchtime. Brother Teng, Brother Chris, and if Michelle from Philippines also can come, then Sister Lynn also will be there. Thank you.
And do we have something in the morning as well? Well, for night for you guys. Thursday. Isn't there something Thursday? No?
Oh, the Thursday night is the Passion Group with Jean Oliver with Passion Group.
Is that it? There's nothing else? I thought there was something in the morning, Eastern time morning, no?
No.
Okay. There's so many. I think I'm going crazy with the webinars, trying to keep track of them. All right. So we can go ahead and
We have a few questions already.
and we already, it's almost 8:30, so you want to just run the contest?
Yeah, let's get that over
Yeah,
with
I think
so
that'd
we
be
can get the
better.
questions
Yeah.
done.
Okay, so we'll just go ahead and show the background, and this is created by Davina Lee. Here that is. So you can go ahead and take your guess.
That's some nice buildings. It looks like a church in the background. Very nice. And some lovely food for sure. Almost looks vegetarian today. All right. So there's the background. You've seen it. And we're going to ring Grandma Bobby's bell and then pick one of your comments. So here we go with Grandma Bobby's bell.
I'll ring the bell and highlight one comment, and then you can make your guesses. Right.
Thanks for going easy on the bell.
You're welcome. And we have the comment that I'm spotlighting is Bimal Das, who says, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Rob, sir, and Lynn, ma'am, and everyone. So go ahead and start your guesses. I'll read the first maybe one or two guesses. Who's going to be the first to guess? Let's see.
There's Kim Mills telling us that Nova Scotia is in the house. All right. Armin Hoag's here, which he's representing Toronto, Canada, in the house. Frank Rowe, I think, is our first guesser. Right
As often is the case, Frank Rowe is the first to guess, and he's saying he thinks it's England.
The U of K, the United Kingdom. All right. There's our first guess.
And Irena says, Christchurch is a constituent college of the University of Oxford in England, was founded in 1546 by King Henry VIII. That's our second guess. Yes, the meeting with Mabel Chan is it's a passion webinar at 8:30 in the morning.
All right.
Details are in the back office, and Jean Oliva is the featured speaker.
All right. Good stuff.
And Nicolas Gomez is France.
France, parlez-vous français, Nicholas? All right, let's quiet up on the guesses. We will highlight them. And let's move to our first question if you have any highlighted yet.
All righty. Let's look for our questions. A lot of hellos still, hon. Did you see any questions yet?
Yes, there's a couple above that, I thought.
Go ahead and start asking your questions. Make use of the time we have. I don't think I see any.
Okay, that's my mistake. I thought I'd seen a question. Wait a minute, there was a question. Oh, it was Jerry Nix. Someone had a question.
I think I starred one. Here's Harry.
Oh, Harry. Okay. What are the procedures, everybody, for switching an account from my persons to me? These persons do not want their account anymore. That's interesting.
Okay, and we'll go back
Good
to
question.
our panel here.
Back to the panel.
We're missing
Chris.
He got booted out. I think he'll come back in. Anybody want to take that? I do know the answer, but you guys feel free to reply.
You're not on the panel.
Teng on track, Teng.
What I have experienced is that if that is an account that is under my guardian, okay, it's someone else's name. What I can do is I can change the name, except the email and the registration date. But I could change that to that other person's name to my name. Anyway, I'm the one in control. I have the password and I have the email, so I could always change that to my name.
Alrighty. Anybody else want to add to that?
But if they want to change the whole account, then they have to request for a new NDA to sign to pass the account to whoever the person wants to own it.
I see some background sounds, and one of you have some sound going on in the background. Thanks. Just from what I received information from someone who was asking whether they could take over an account for someone in their network or organization. So I said for them to ask support directly, and support's response, this is a recent response, was that There's no way for them to accommodate transfers of accounts from one person to another at this time. So that was the answer from support. So if anybody else has gotten something else, go ahead and let us know. But that's what we got in writing from support.
But as Teng mentioned, the only thing that really can be changed is the name. Not sure about the phone number, but I know both emails, both the OMail and the either Gmail or whatever the alternate email is, those two can't be changed at all. For sure, the name can be changed, but I would be a little suspect to doing that. Make sure you get something in writing from these folks that that really was their intent to change the name. And at a later date, we may be able to move these accounts over to ourselves, other than just through a name and someone else's email. That's the latest we have. Anyone?
Okay,
Go ahead.
yeah, once you make the transfer and you go into the profile in OES, you change the details in the profile. The NDA will automatically change the name of the new person in both the NDA for founders and also the NDA for the affiliate. We did that with two accounts because the two person is feeling very sick and they want to pass it on to their sponsor, their inviter. So
But,
this one happened.
right,
The NDA also changed to the new person's name.
right. But the most important thing is that the login based on the OMail and the email, alternate email, are known by whoever the new name is on the account. Very important. If they can't log in, it's like spinning our wheels. So it's important they can log in.
Anybody else want to add to that?
I feel it's a lot more comfortable on both sides that we're gonna have something in writing. I say, okay, you agreed, date and sign, and then send that to the corporate because I have to have something to hold on to validate that someday somehow down the road, it's just a problem of, well, I didn't tell you that, or I didn't tell you you have to take or you have to move the name. But if I say, look, on this date, you and I both signed, and the corporate office has a copy of this document, I will be in a better position to protect both sides.
That's good. That's a good idea for sure, Tang. Better safe than sorry. And then 2 years from now, when there's lots of apples rolling into that account,
Right.
Nobody comes back on you and say, hey, I didn't tell you to do that. Safety first.
All right. We'll go on to a question from
Mushfaq.
Mushfaq, and he says,
Can we share our affiliate link via any other media, like WhatsApp or Messenger? Chris, you want to take that one?
Yes, of course. Well, just a reminder. Formerly in Messenger, if you bombard the same link continuously 10 times, 20 times, Messenger would message you your there's a limit. So you have to sparingly share it with for your contacts, from you those who know you personally, and somehow uh, modify some intro, make some intro. I mean, hi friend, how are you? Um, yeah, like that. Somehow, in that manner, watch this, and tell me what you think. Perhaps that would be your for first two lines, and copy paste that affiliate link there, and perhaps um you would follow up with the video, promotional video links, of course. That would explain things better.
That makes sense to me. How about you? Yeah, it's Good idea.
Marion wants to give her feedback, her opinion. Do not do that and change to a new person. Marty spoke about it. When they see money, then they will want it back. Let's see if we got any more comments. Here's another question from Sadananda Das.
His first question is, one friend, her account is not now alive by me. She is now other jobs that it's possible to transfer me or others. I think we answered that.
Okay. We have a question from Frank Rowe.
Frank Rowe says, should we wait until everything in OES is state-of-the-art ready before we send out referral links? Francis, you want to take that one?
No, we don't have to wait for the OES to be stabilized. You can send out all your friends by using all the templates or the promotional video to send out to your friend. And the more you send out now, you won't regret, because later on, when you approach your family members, your friend, and they say they have already signed up in the ecosystem, then it's too bad for you.
Right. That's true.
All right. We're kind of light on the questions today. I don't know what's up with that, because we've got 206 people in the house, which is quite a good number. And yesterday we were inundated with questions. Today it's a little bit slow in coming. So again, this is a Q&A. If you've come in just now, Q&A means question and answer. You're able to ask questions of our panelists here today. We just request that you kind of avoid support type questions. But other than that, go ahead and ask your questions. Lucy Ingalls is here.
Can I delete the links in OTrim that I have not created, but they appear under trimmed URL? Can I delete the links in OTrim that I have not created? I guess they were created for her, but they do appear as trimmed.
I think what she's referring to is that whenever we do an OConnect webinar, the webinar link automatically becomes part of the OTrim link list. Isn't that correct, you guys? So there automatically you're going to see additional links there that you haven't created. Those are OConnect links. I noticed that. I think that's what you're referring to, right, Lucy? She probably doesn't realize why there are additional links there that she never created. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, you can delete your OTrim link in the same line on the right hand side. You can just delete it.
Good answer. All right.
Well,
how are we doing on questions?
Caught up with the questions.
No way.
I don't know what happened tonight.
Well, there'll be more questions.
Yeah, I think people are warming up.
And Moshfek has another question.
And we have Gianna here.
Oh, Gianna.
Saying hello to all of us. No question in there?
Yeah, Moshfek.
All right. And we have Moshfek.
Is there any option to change my alternative email address? Well, we got 4 or 5 heads shaking no, so I guess that's your answer. Moshfek, and I believe that's 100% true. The alternate email cannot be changed at this time. Could that change later on? We're not sure.
Well, let us not forget that the email is the most important identifying information that links us. So that's the reason why it's all grayed out. You cannot change any email in there, and that has been made clear to us.
All right.
So the logic again is that email address identifies our account. Therefore, that is why it's not allowed to change it. Hopefully that makes sense, right? It's logical. That's your identifier, right? So, yeah. All right. Thank you. And here we've got a question from Melanie Marcano.
What is the fastest way to send through an OMail email? I copied all 3 links, speaker and host, and an attendee link. I tried sending the email to some people and it seemed frozen. So throw out my computer, maybe? Well, there's a start. You don't recommend that till you have the to replace it, but you need some apparatus for sure.
What is the fastest way to send through OMail? I copied out 3 links. Okay. Anyone want to answer that one?
One way to consider if you're looking at the fastest way is you have to consider how stable is your internet connection. And then what kind of device do you have? Do you have a device that can accommodate all the data that you are trying to put in? So many contributing factors in there. It's not just, okay, OMail is slow, but look back. How old is my computer? Is I updated? Is my browser updated? Those are the things that you have to like do your own homework first, and then figure out. And I think the most common is the speed of the internet. That's the most common that I have experienced.
I don't have a problem with sending out the link to all the friends that I invited. So, but based on the question, please do not send the 3 link in one page. You don't want to invite people to be host or participant. You know, just send one link to your friends or to your group.
Yeah, multiple links being sent out, for example, with the affiliate.
Hold on, but there's a lot of echoing. So can you keep muted? You guys are not speaking at this time, so mute when you're not speaking. Thank you. Okay.
Appreciate that.
Who was speaking?
Oh, I was.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
So now I lost my train of thought, but that's okay. It'll be back to me within moments.
What was the topic?
It's a medication.
The email.
The on the email or OMail. If you're going to send out the link, your affiliate link, I would send that out separately from everything else. If you're going to send out a video link, again, I would think don't send 4 at once. It's a little overwhelming if it goes through. If it doesn't go through, then you're overwhelmed by, frustration. So one at a time, I would recommend from our end. That's what I'm doing, and that's just what I recommend. And then when it comes to the Connect links, I don't know if I'd send all 3 out to everybody. For the most part, we all know who we want to send a participant or a guest link to. But let's hear more about that from the panel.
I would send out first the speaker URL for them to come in as a panel, for you to talk with them virtually, seeing them in camera, and yeah, then that's it. What about you guys and lady?
Christie?
Yeah, only when you send out links that are related. If they are participants, the participants link. Speakers are those who will be in the panel in the O Connect. The other one is if you have guests, then you send out the guest links. It's just simple as that thing.
Okay.
And then what's the difference between the speakers link and the attendees or guest link? Someone might want to explain that. Not everybody knows. What is the difference?
Chris is expert.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I listed it down in my notepad here. And so speaker in on the as attending as a going in as an attendee or guest using the attendee URL, you'll be having um, only 4 buttons. So the chat, screen capture, then reaction and prompter. So you'll just be listening to the session basically. So and the speaker you are when a participant goes in the OConnect session as a speaker through a speaker URL, you'll be presented with 7 to 8 buttons. So, namely, mic, video, virtual background, chat, screen capture, reaction, raise hand, and prompter. So that's the difference. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chris. The location of the beautiful Oxford, UK, is the Oxford, UK, known as home of the University of Oxford. I never got into Oxford. The university is the oldest university in the English-speaking world, famous for beautiful Gothic architecture. All right.
Thank you. And Davina says,
Congrats to Frank, Casey, Irena, Levi, Ava, Milton, Dr. Lee, Vera, Melanie, and everyone else who got it right. And I had no idea. So there you go.
thank you everyone for participating.
We appreciate that.
And Dr. Lisa Lee has a comment saying, if you delete the links from OConnect, your meeting link will not work. I found out the hard way. Good to know. Question from Willie and Daphne Smith.
I'm having problems doing a webinar with OConnect. How do you get other people to join in?
Who wants to take
Jane,
that?
go ahead.
We have experienced that a couple of times that we have the link and then they can hear us, and the other one on the other side we can hear them. So what we have done is we share the speaker link so everybody can come in, and then I tried to send the long URL. I tried to, at one time, I shortened that, I trimmed that, but Chris and I are having a problem going through it. So we decided to share the speaker link. Then we were able to accommodate everyone. Hopefully, if we give the speaker link without using the trim or trimming it down, hopefully it will be stabilized that we can bring them in using the long speaker URL or the trimmed URL. That is our hope. So we don't have to have this inconvenience that we have to try the speaker link and then the attendees link. We've been trying to work on that, and I think Francis and Chris have been a part of the circle.
Yeah, correct. Brother Teng, that's right. I have also I would like to piggyback on that. That question: how do we get other people join in your OConnect session? With having less problems. So these are my list for speaker participants getting in. Number one, have a stable internet connection data or Wi-Fi ready. Number two, using the mobile phone or tablet on Facebook. Most of us are using that platform. By clicking that the link, either the short one or the long one, redirects you to the FB's own browser. So you have to skip around that. But then just click on the three dots on the upper right corner. So clicking that will have you the option to open system browser so that you would not be stuck in FB's browser. So now you are in Chrome or Firefox or Brave app. It is important to allow pop-ups and redirects. Then after that, allow camera and allow microphone. So on the OES, you're already there on passive ecosystem login page. Type your mail address and OES password. So there is another way. You simply copy paste the link directly to the address bar of the Chrome browser or Firefox or Microsoft Edge. Then click the enter or go button on your mobile device. On the OES login page, you type your login details. So that's it. I hope that helps.
Well, Chris, let me share with you what I have discovered by I was lucky to discover something. Remember when you have to go to setting and then privacy and then redirect and allow. Okay, this is what I have discovered for Chrome user on iPhone. This is what I do. If I see the link, I highlight it, I press on it, and then press copy, and then look for your Chrome and then click on Chrome and it will tell you open in Chrome. Once you selected that open in Chrome, you are right there. It's a shortcut. And I discovered that. I don't know why, but it works.
Yeah,
Anything
they're
else?
terrific, terrific.
Anyone else want to comment on that before we move
Yeah,
on?
yes. In addition, we're still in Oconnect. Going in Oconnect, the ones you are inviting. There's a third item on what I'm sharing just minutes ago. When the meeting starts, yeah, the host should start the meeting, of course. A pop-up window will appear with a display name. You enter your name. Then the window will show the host and the panel. Then try to turn on the video and the mic by clicking the video and mic icon. So that's it. So thank you very much.
Thank
Oh,
Try
you very
to
much.
get involved with the O Connect, whether you are new or you have not been practicing the O Connect. Everything need to be the first time. You try the first time, there will be second time, third time. If you don't try, you will be never try. So try to go into the O Connect and play around with all the features. Then you will learn all the whatever the two brothers have been sharing. You will learn yourself. Then when you learn yourself, you will start to invite your friend to come and experience this video conferencing tool that you have, which is fantastic. Thank you.
now here's a question that hasn't been asked yet that I'd like to throw out there. I believe I know the answer, but if someone is not in OMail, they're not a user, or they're not an affiliate, can they participate with their Gmail? Can we send them a Gmail or Yahoo or Proton Mail, a link to come in that way? What say you guys?
I have done that. I sent a mail using my own mail, and I sent it to a friend, Gmail, and AOL, and other things. The only difference is this: it will come the next day, but it will be there. But if you check it in your inbox, it was sent. It says email sent successfully. But if you ask the other person, oh, I don't have it. Oh, I have checked my spam folder. I don't have it. And then the next day, you'll say, Teng, I have what you sent me. Thank you. So it worked.
It'll work, but it'll delay it then in most cases. Okay. So they'd miss the O Connect for that hour for sure. All right. Well, that's good to know. All the more reason to become a user, and all the more reason to become an affiliate, I would say.
Mhm. We have
Christy, you anything to add, Christy?
Go ahead, Christy.
Okay, when you log into the O Connect link, and you sign in your email and your password, sometimes in the link, there's a block. So there's a square box. You need to click on it to get access in to the webinar. So a lot of people sometimes they say, hey, how come I only get a blank screen? But actually, you are already linked, except for the small block on that link. So you need to unblock it.
Right.
Thank you.
Thanks for that, Francis and Christy. And next up question we have, this is from Pierre Malloyd. If we have accounts, can we link them yet to our main account?
Who would like to take that one?
Very soon, coming soon. Our dashboard will have one single sign-on for all the account to be linked together to the main account. Good.
Well, that's exciting stuff. That's something to really look forward to.
Yeah.
Speaking from personal experience of logging into more than one account.
Going to be convenient.
So that'll be good. That'll be convenient. It'll be fast. It'll truly be single sign-on, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Wow. Good stuff. Okay, Pierre. And next up, I think we answered Moshfek's question about the other medias. I think Chris, said there's can be delays or question marks through WhatsApp and any of the other apps. And Sarananda Das says, one friend, her account is now alive by me. She
It's
is
answered.
now.
We answered that.
Yeah,
one.
we answered that.
Okay.
Gonna have to get a new executive producer.
I know. One of those days.
Oh.
Okay, I think this one we haven't covered.
Vaveen Benny. All right, Vaveen. Question is there a way to delete the expired emails after 72 hours of sending out the invites that have not been accepted? Now, I have a list of expired ones in my OES. Can we get rid of those?
Does anybody know?
Can we delete those?
Yeah, you can delete them. Yeah. Anyway, the expire. Okay, the concept of the 72 hours. When you send out to your prospect or your friend, for them to accept your invitation in 72 hours, is to protect yourself that you are inviting him to the ecosystem. So within these 72 hours, no other people can invite this person. So the email or the invite is protected until the 72 hour expire. That anybody can invite her or him into the ecosystem. So the first 72 hours to protect you, because you invited the person, to let you have an opportunity to be the first to invite someone into the ecosystem.
But, and I've tried this, correct me if I'm wrong, lady and gentlemen, I sent it out again to the expired folks and it gave me another 72 hours. I was trying to protect myself further. Is that the best way to do that? Or is it better just to send it out via either Gmail or Yahoo or Proton?
Well,
You don't need to use 72 hours. No, if you want to be, just leave it free. Whether he reply or not, just send it to them. But the 72 hours have also the template for you to use, right? So you don't need to write so many stuff. Just send out with the template.
Makes sense to me.
Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Are we done with that one? I think we're done.
Yes.
Olive Tom.
I've tried to edit my name on my profile. This is going to be an easy one, but it hasn't worked. It isn't grayed out, which is correct. So I'm of the opinion it can be edited. Is that true?
It's not true. You need to edit. You click the edit button. You will be able to edit the name.
Now, is that a case where you have to make sure there's a phone number in there? Or is that strictly for the country if you want to change a country?
You can edit the name, the resident of resident you can change and in the phone. Only the nationality you cannot edit.
Okay, well, that's certainly good to know.
Righty.
All right, Olive, we hope that answered that you.
And we have, okay, this is done.
Yes.
going back to that previous questions, Lynn,
Yeah.
if you cannot change, okay, my first thing that I have to look at is, am I putting in the right information? Because if it is the right information that was used in the registration, then it should recognize, and that will allow you. And that's one of the reason you cannot get in, is it does not match what is in the system.
And that is easy to do a typo, isn't it? Or to overlook maybe the alternate email was blah, blah, blah at Gmail when it was actually blah, 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 blah at Gmail. I've had that happen to my own account. I typed in AL solutions. Excuse me, I thought I typed in AI solutions and it was actually AL. So it does happen to the best of us, for sure. Just have to be careful, like Teng says.
Mm-hmm. We have Cheryl Beth. She asks, I do not have 2 emails in the OES. Never had them. How do I get them to work? Thank you. Never.
If I understand the question, yeah, you have to grab your affiliate link, then try to enter your 2 emails you're saying that is not yet inside the ONPASSIVE ecosystem. You try that. So that's what I've been learning.
All right, thank you. And we have David Switzer.
We need to say hello to Toy first, and then David. Toy says hello from Toy in Singapore. Great to see the leaders from Malaysia, Philippines, and Singapore, as well as the one from San Ramon, California.
All right.
And here's David Switzer with a question. How do you make a QR code with your link? Oh, we're going to have a plethora of answers here. Go ahead, guys.
Rob is your specialist. In the OTRIM, you can create your short link, your short URL. Then once the URL is approved, on the right-hand side, I think the second last button is create your QR code. Yeah.
It is the second to the last. And they're marked, if you hover over them, just for everybody's information, they are marked what they are.
Yeah.
The QR code is second from the last, and it will create the QR code and it pops right up on your screen, David. It's easy peasy. So try it.
Okay, and we have the next question here from Moshfek.
Okay, Moshfek says, I saw the alternate email address. If I want to change my alternate email address, I can contact the back office. What's your opinion? No.
Once you
My
change.
opinion is try not to contact the back office. Yeah, there's no way to change your alternative email. Right, just have to live with it until everything is settled. Then we can go back and ask the support to help. At the moment, please do not trouble the support.
All right, good answer.
All right, and we have Nixon
Mamba. All right, Mr. Mamba says, what will happen to the affiliate account if they click delete account in the profile? Oh, sorry, Francis, go ahead.
Ask Christie.
Christie, come on down.
Yeah, okay. All right. Once you delete the account, it's completely gone from the system. So you have to, if you are founder, you will no longer have a founder's account. If you are just an affiliate customer or user, new user, you can re-register in the affiliate. Once you delete the account, it's no longer there.
All right, anybody else want to add to that?
If you are a user, you have the option to delete. One of the drop down will give you the option to delete. But once you are in the registered as an affiliate, I don't see that button anymore that I could delete my account. Is that on my personal account only, or but I have seen, because I joined one time, and then I look at the difference when I log in. When I click the down arrow, it has the delete button. So that means I was a user, so I could, but I did not delete that because I will need that someday. But the delete button is not something that is available for the affiliate side.
Okay, if you have joined ONPASSIVE in the early days as a founder, before 22nd of June, 2022, you are a founder. For the founder who joined the OES, there is no delete account in the profile page, profile drop down, because you are founder. The only way for you to delete your account is go back to the old founder.net, which under profile, cancel membership. That's the only way you want to delete. If you see your profile or in the OES, if you see a drop down delete account, and that means that that account is not a founder account, it's a customer account, right? Unless you create extra account, then it become a customer account. We happen to be affiliate. So therefore, that account is deletable because you are a customer. You are not a founder. So that is okay. You can delete the account and redo again. But if you are a founder, there's no delete button for the profile. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Right. Let's go back to the questions. Oh, Mushfik, he sent me a screenshot of his, says that at ofounders.net, and under the email field, he has an email field there, and under it, it says, please contact the support department if you wish to update your registered email address. So he was just telling us that there's that option.
Oh, that's something new to me. That I hadn't heard that. Had anybody else heard that or seen it?
Yeah, that's new to me. Yeah.
Something new, right? Yes, we're not familiar with.
Okay, this happens if the person who's holding the founder's account has passed away or disease, and the immediate family wrote to support for a change of the email, that is the original Gmail that is registered to the founder's account. Only this will happen when there's proper documents to send to support with a death certificate and a very good reason to change. Then only they allow this, and it will appear as such in the old founder site.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next question we have is from Junior Reynolds.
Hello. Can we make more than one O trim O mail with two different custom links? Can we make more than one trim O mail with two different custom links?
No, you can only do one at a time. If you do not like the O trim that you had done, you can edit your O trim link. Yeah.
All right, that clears that up for sure.
Right. Next we go on to, hold on a second. Tyrone Gaskin.
Okay, my question, can a legal business be a brand ambassador? A founder position was purchased in the business name. What say you folks on that one?
Currently, the feature in the profile have no space to put your company details. So I suppose you can put your company name, but it doesn't have the company details for the account.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Next we have Amy January.
I had someone use my QR code. That has worked before, but after he signed up with it, his email never showed up in my OES. I don't know if this will go out to the generator, what would that be? The rotator.
Okay.
Anyone on the train?
I think, Francis, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that there might be like some delay in these things showing up. So maybe give it a couple of days, I think.
If you are notified that someone have scanned your QR code, right, then the data is already in your system. So as Lynn, you have said, just wait for a few days.
And Marty had said that also a couple of days ago. He said once they've signed, done the registration, it's automatically coded to, Francis Day or Christie Chong or Lynn Nakamoto or anyone.
Yeah.
It's in there, and I think that's right. Marty has said that a few times now. It will update, as soon as the system is ready to update it. But it's in there now. It's in there now.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you, Amy. Next question is from Heriberto. Hi, Heriberto. He just wanted to say you can add contacts to the platform. OConnect will send an email with the link when you create a webinar. So you add the contacts to the platform first in order to have OConnect email the person with the link to that webinar. Thank you for that. And we have Cynthia Deering with a question.
Can a Google email be checked to find out if it is an active email?
Anybody know that one?
Are you referring to one of your own, emails or someone, a friend or an acquaintance? You'll have to clarify that, I think.
I have a Gmail account, and the only way I could find out it is an active mail is that when I send it to another Gmail account, okay, and I know it was sent on my end, and then I get a response that, okay, you were asking about this and that. So that means my email was active because she got it and I got a response. So that's proof to me that yes, the email reached her and it's working and my account is active.
All right, good stuff.
Thank you very much. We'll now go on to Nigel.
Nigel says, how much will it cost to pay for OConnect? Is there an update for that? I assume he's asking, is there an update as of now? I think we can all answer that in unison and say, as of now, we don't know how much it will be, but it has been said by other leaders as well as Ash Mafar, it will be affordable. And his comment, I think it's almost a quote, Ash said, if those who could afford the 97 to become back in those days, a founder, will be able to afford OConnect. Is that pretty much a fair statement?
Right.
Thank you very much.
And we have also an advice for that, brother. We have you can also personally log into your OES and click marketplace for you to know. That's it.
Because marketplace will definitely be the first place to find it, wouldn't it? Other than Ash saying, okay, it's this amount, check the marketplace. But the marketplace is going to be our go-to situation for sure, once it's there.
And we have Amy, Alva Diaz. She says, she's talking about the OConnect webinar. I can see people, but they can't hear me. That's the problem I face. Is anybody familiar with that particular challenge?
Chris?
It's most likely on their lots of variables to consider. Internet connections, the internet connection should be stable, and the ones I've mentioned earlier, those are my points to consider. As far as I have tried it on my devices here, it might be different from others. It could be all the phone would be also old, perhaps, and you have yeah, that's it.
All right.
Okay, thank you. And we go to Harry Breschneider.
And here's what Harry has to ask. Is there a way to add a custom background, like using a green screen, or to upload into OConnect?
I think Ash said that custom background will come later. It will be available later.
So it's something that's coming.
Yeah.
Definitely is coming. Just have to be patient. All right. We have 1 second. Verdi.
Okay, Verdi says, can anyone count how many sessions are on passive so far? I think it is a record. Massive on passive. I'd say that's probably true.
How many sessions total have been run in OConnect so far? That's a good question. I mean, can you imagine? It's going to be a huge number, whatever it is. I mean, at least thousands, way more than thousands, right, you guys? Would you guess? Tens of thousands?
I think more than that.
More than
You-
tens of thousands, you think?
Your RobLynn Live is already how many hundred? Coming to 300, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So our OES Asia Pacific is already one whole year, you know, every week.
It adds up quickly, in other words.
Yeah, correct.
Hi, Tina Go, saying hi to us, and good to have you here, Tina. Tina is a techie. She may not be an IT person per se, but she's really into technology. Here we have a question from Mohammed Shauki.
I do not see my face and hear my voice in an OConnect meeting.
Okay, that's similar to the other one, right, that we heard earlier. Anybody want to respond to that one?
Sometimes it's the host. Sometimes the host they lock off the microphone and they forgot to switch on the video, you know, so people cannot see it. Right? So it may not be just a system. Otherwise, it will be what Brother Chris has said. Either your internet problem or some of the device is too old. You know, right? Just to clarify that on passive, when you log into the OConnect or any system, that will be the last time you see the system behave that way. Every day is upgraded. Every day the system is upgraded, getting better and better. So try to go in again before you jump into your own conclusion that it's still the same. Right? But in my experience, it's every day getting better and better.
All right, thank you. We go back to some questions now. First one is from, thank you very much, Tina Go.
Tina, thank you for that super sticker. Very kind of you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for your continuous support of RobLynn Live. We appreciate you. We have a question from Amy January.
I had a problem with an email with a picture attached. I forwarded that email to my OMail email. ONPASSIVE said it does not support that picture. It was a picture of my QR code. Could that have been a size feature, as that being a thumbnail? That the picture itself or the QR code was too large? Is that possible?
Does anyone know here on the panel what it could have been? What the problem was?
Yes, I've tried that. So you have to resize the picture according to that. Perhaps it tells you it only allows 2 MB, 2 megabytes for the picture to be uploaded. So you have to consider that.
Thank you.
Sometimes I have a problem getting that picture in because of the format. If it's not formatted right, it will not take it in.
Also, JPG versus PDF.
PDF, it won't.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
Right. Anybody else on that?
We are getting some very good answers, by the way, exceptionally
Uh,
good.
Okay.
Sometimes when you write the email, you make sure that you don't have too much extra spacing or paragraph space in between. That one will also affect the email being accepted.
Makes sense.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very
Thank you,
much.
Christy.
We go on to Harry Breckschneider.
Is there a way to delete OTrim links that were practice links or links that do not apply anymore? We could end up with hundreds of links that we don't want. What say you, panel? Is there a way to delete OTrim links?
I think we answered that just now. Go to the delete link, delete button on the right hand side. I think it was the third one or fifth one. Just click the delete link, the button.
All right. Thank you. And we have a question from Casey Zevenbergen.
Casey Zevenbergen. I tried posting a couple of photos in my club and they told me they were spam. Oh my goodness.
Anybody have that experience? It might be something that will just work itself out. It'll get sorted, I would say.
Yeah, it will get sorted out. It's the same with blog. Sometimes you post an article, they say it's a spam,
Right.
So it's okay. I think that wait for a while.
Okay, thank you on that. Let's see if we've got
It's also
any
the same with writing on emails. Excuse me, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead.
Writing
Go ahead.
email in writing emails, we have to be aware of the verbiage. So the words, we learned this in the internet space. The words like opportunity, words like that. So some email systems won't allow that, and even send to a country. So just need to be aware.
All right.
That's
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah, try to use ChatGPT to check postings of words in Facebook or in blogs. There are a lot of a few hundred words that are not allowed. So the same thing may happen in email that you send. The system does not accept those if it's sound like solicitation.
All right. Thank you. Thank
Right.
you for that, Christy.
Thank you. We have Olive Tom. She says, partially answered. All I wanted to do was insert a space between my first name and my middle name. So that's not allowed, right? You cannot have spaces, I believe. Anybody know about that?
I think you can try and input any name or initial in between the name. I think for us and for the West and for some of us in Asia, it's quite okay. The only problem is those in India, where the name is so long, they may have a problem. So try to type in your two names first, the first and last name, then later on insert your name. It workable, it doesn't stop. As long as it's the same with the passport or your ID, everything is workable. Thanks.
All right. Thank you.
Next, we have Jillian.
Can we have a few template promotional emails without our links to send out first? And if they are interested, they can reply back to us. Can we have a few template promotional emails without our links to send out first? Then if they are interested, they can reply.
That is not in the marketing perspective. When you want to send out something, normally they want to give you a call to action, right? Not just for you to view. So the template in the promotional video or email will have your link for them to take action to come back to you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That kind of makes sense. From a marketing standpoint, I would believe they would want to have a link attached to anything so that people can respond. Yeah, that seems logical. All right, we have next, Amy January.
And Amy asks, is the video email that only ONPASSIVE has going to work when you send out to other email platforms, or is it only going to work with OMail? Has there been an update on that?
Yeah.
I added that part.
Oh no,
because
yeah.
I hadn't heard myself.
Yeah, the last thing we knew was that video emails work only within the OMail system at this time. And it's not because of us, it's because other services, email platforms, they cannot accommodate video emails. So it's more on that side, not on the ONPASSIVE side. Hopefully that makes sense. Anybody want to add to what I said? So as far
Yeah,
as
I think it's the same thing with OMail. Some of the platform does not accept your OMail because it's not yet popularized. So it takes time for the ecosystem or the internet space to realize that you are now the newcomer to the internet space. So likewise with video email, we are one of the few company that have video email in our email system. So the internet search engine will need to recognize you. So here, for us as ONPASSIVE, we need to continuing post, right? Because the response from video email say is successful. However, the other party have not received it. So it's not wrong with our system. It's wrong with the internet space. So we need to all send out, whether is it received or not, we need to practice and let the internet space recognize that there is a video email in ONPASSIVE. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. We go back now to, we're done with Amy. Next we have Angie Lynn.
Angie Lynn in the house. You can, she's a statement. You can hover. Thank you. Hover on a cell phone. I believe that's right.
So
is that not right?
Does that prevent phone users from doing anything, or it's okay? Because yeah, you can't hover, but do we need to hover?
The finger can hover.
The finger can hover. So finger can hover, so you can hover, right?
Correct.
And yes, perhaps also to discover what's in it, you just click on it. Click if you don't if you're not familiarized with the button that has a triangle and it's a virtual background. So how you just click on it and discover, oh, this is a virtual background. Now I'm familiarizing with it. So we play with it. That's like what Ash says. Thank you very much.
So you're saying that instead of hovering, you just click just to see what it is, right? Click, basically. Okay.
All right. Bottom line is you cannot break it. Yeah. No matter how hard we try, we cannot break it. So that's good.
Sharon Koo.
Sharon Koo in the house. I can type the invitation template and then paste my affiliate link that won't have the 72-hour buffer. Can I do that, Francis? Oh, what an idea.
Yes, you can. Well, very good students.
Very good. Yep. And what I've discovered, because I tried doing it myself, that the template, I tried to copy and paste the text in the template. It's not copyable and pasteable. So you can still use it. You're just going to have to type the information out and save it and use it over and over again. Because I tried it. I tried to copy and paste. It's right at this moment, if you can. Righty?
Yeah, correct.
Tina Go says,
a little late coming in, but I know that today's RobLynn Live will be extended as it seems to be usually. Not unusual that it is. especially since we have, and I'll paraphrase here, because of the great OES Asia Pacific team and Team O Philippines, also known as my dear brother at Francis, at Christie, at Teng, at Chris.
Thank you.
Tina, we agree with that 100%. This is a panel extraordinaire, for sure.
Definitely. All right, we have Lemunden saying, when someone registers as an affiliate, what are they supposed to do after that? It's a nice general question.
I can take that. Once you sign in as an affiliate, make use of your affiliate link. That's the reason why you have an affiliate link, is for you to share and show them what you have inside your business center, and make sure that when you have that affiliate link, when they respond, all those users, invite them to sign the NDA, so they will also become an affiliate, and then that's where you go. The reason why affiliate link is there is for you to share and have some extra earning. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else want to add to that? Or what do you do next after you become an affiliate? What's the next step?
You log in as often as you can, number one. Number two, you surf around, as we've said many times, the different applications available, OMail, OTrim, ONet, and start up an OConnect. You know, I'm going to do one with my friend Gary, one of my neighbors. And the first time we tried it, there was some issues. And now we've tried it and found that it works, you know, pretty well. So we're going to try it again on Friday morning. Gary and I are going to have an
Great.
O Connect, and he has told me he's going to be the host. So I guess he's going to be the host. He wants to
Wow.
see all and control all, and that's good to practice. He's an affiliate, wasn't interested to become a founder, and nothing against that. And he knows he'll do real well as an affiliate, as all affiliates will do. And one more thing about affiliates. Doesn't hurt to sign that NDA. If you don't want to purchase a product, no one's holding a gun to anybody on that, or a bow and arrow, or whatever, or a water pistol. No one is holding anybody hostage on that. So by signing it, you open the door to everything. There's nothing to lose. Just an opinion.
Thank you for that. Anybody else want to add to that? Okay, next we have Patricia. Want to read her?
Patricia Green, I'm thinking about leaving. Okay.
Okay, there's some feedback.
Okay,
go ahead.
Patricia says, I'm thinking about leaving my husband, my O-Founders accounts. Can we set up ahead of time, and if so, how? Well, I don't know the total answer to that, but I would start with putting it in writing, for sure. And I don't know whether that's you want to leave it in a will, or if you want, or if you're actually leaving your husband. I hope not. But either way, things need to be in writing.
She's leaving her husband for account. At first, I thought she meant she's leaving her husband.
That's what I thought.
But it's not. It's she's leaving the account. She wants to leave her O-Founders, her ONPASSIVE account to her husband.
Can we set that up ahead of time, and if so, how?
Anybody want to respond to that?
I think right to the support. You know, they want to anything involve the old founder account. We can help. You know.
Okay.
Oh, Amy is saying that, you know, we now have a new login screen when you go to the website. And she said, well, she was confused when she first saw it, thought she was at the wrong platform. So everybody, if you log in to unpassive.com, you're going to notice there is a new login screen. And yes, it is effective as of today. I believe it started. So it's pretty exciting.
I'm going to log in after this.
And Jillian says, if we can import our Gmail contacts to our OMail accounts, that would be great. So
Not yet.
there's no ability to export at this time, which doesn't mean there won't be one, but at this time there's no export function. Correct, people?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they can type in one by one.
Yeah,
They cannot export. They can type in if they want. Yeah.
certainly. Cynthia says,
This email is in OFounders, but I cannot register it in OES.
does that make sense?
That could be a very simple fix. Cynthia, if you just want to write the details to RobLynn Live, I'll see what I can do there. There are some new tricks of the trade or ways or actions that we can take where we can get things into the OES. So it may be something as simple as a misspelling, who knows? But if you'll send us an email, we'll answer it for sure.
Thank you, Cynthia. Next question from Amy, January.
Do you know if we will get a notice when our products need to be renewed for the next month's payment? So we will make sure to have the money in our wallet or to pay by credit card. Excellent question, Amy. Panel, what say you?
The notice is in my subscription under the column my subscription. You will be able to see the day you started the subscription and the ending date. So that's a notice.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
We have a question from Lucy Engels.
Lucy in the skies with diamonds. Can I put QR code on the trim promotional video link and share it? We got a bunch of heads nodding yes, so I'd say there's your answer, Miss Engels. Share.
Yes. And we have Gianna who says, my dear Lynn ma'am, this YouTube live, can we do Zoom webinar with YouTube both if it's possible? I think it's well for us, those who are like and interested your activities for UnPassive. YouTube live can do Zoom. He's asking if we can do RobLynn Live with a Zoom.
You don't need to do you don't need to go to Zoom to play the YouTube. Right? This is live, YouTube live. This is YouTube live.
We're using StreamYard, the platform StreamYard, to live stream to YouTube. There's a lot of different platforms we could use, but we chose StreamYard. So this is how you're viewing it now on YouTube, through StreamYard. Hopefully that clarifies, is clear enough.
Okay.
Jillian asked a question.
To a few lists, having template promotional emails to send them without our links, so not spamming anyone. Then, if they are interested, they can reply to ask for our links. That can be done. You can do that.
Having to send them yeah. Anybody want to add to that?
Usually, when I send an email at the end, I usually put my other information that they can get back to me. So they don't have to ask. If they're interested, use that email to respond, and I'll be happy with that.
Thank you very much. We have a question from Gayling.
Question: I experience buffering when on OConnect webinars. This only starts when the panel starts to speak. Do I need to order more bandwidth for my internet connection? I now have 15 megabytes. Thanks.
Does anybody know that?
Chris, you know anything?
Well, I haven't experienced 15 megabytes internet connection. I at least in my area, it's at least 150 MB. But now in my where I'm at, I'm running a Wi-Fi at 500 Mbps. MB. Yeah. So
Right, and
15, I cannot I cannot imagine how would that be 15 MB.
wonder if she means 150, because 150 is standard in through most what do you call it, providers. We went to 500 and we have had no problem at all. 500 seems to be very smooth in O Connect. The only issue we have is I don't have a green screen where I sit, and I fade in and out. So that's not a bad thing, but uh, everything else is solid. Everything else is fast with O Connect. So you might, if you have 15, I didn't know that was available, but I would switch to a minimum of 250 if it was me.
All right. Anybody else on that? Okay, Harry's question here.
Ava's question and my question last night. This past Sunday, June 4th, 6 others and myself had an O Connect. The use of the O Trim link gave us several issues. The raw link worked well, and we've heard of that before.
Yeah, I think it's getting better though, because we've noticed on the ones we've been on, the trim link and the raw link both work fine. Anybody else here have any experience with this? Any of you four?
Well, we have used a trim link, and we don't have any issue. And I think Chris and Francis, we use that, and it looks like it works smooth on that end.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's solved. The problem is solved.
Yeah, it seems to be solved. Yeah, I would agree with that. So Harry, try it again, and I bet you it should be fine now.
All right, give it another go there, Harry.
And now we have Jeffrey.
Godfrey is the first name.
Godfrey.
Godfrey says, I tried the O Connect webinar with my sister now. We can't hear each other nor see each other. I make sure the video and the microphone are on. Has anyone successfully tried the O Connect? Wouldn't that depend on who the host was? And the host has to turn on the audio video, right? That's a host job only.
Yes.
And also click the audio video.
Oh yeah, AV view, and
Yeah.
Sorry,
that's this yes.
Could you
So that
describe AV view so people understand?
yes, so there are buttons to be presented there in below. So you have to click that. So if the submit name doesn't pop out, you can click there. So you can type your name, then enter. Then that's how you get in and disable your enable your mic and camera. And the host also would have to do likewise the on the upper left corner. You have to enable those all together with the chat, the the emoji. Yeah. Right.
Thank you.
answer there.
We have a specific detailed question here from Frank Rowe.
Frank says, I tried to open an attachment sent to my O-mail, and it took me to a message that said error, but the same attachment worked in my Gmail. Is that being corrected?
Yes.
I'd say that's
Yes, thanks is yes.
it's a yes all the way around the horn here. They are, before the final version of O-mail comes out, that will be corrected for sure, if it hasn't already been. But as of earlier today, it had not been corrected. You're right.
Thank you, Frank. Sharon Koo.
Francis, this is for you. Can I type the invitation template and then paste my affiliate link? I thought we answered that one, but maybe not. Affiliate link so there will not be a 72-hour buffer.
Yes.
Now that was an easy answer. Thank you.
The answer is yes. All right. Harry Beckschneider.
I'm in the OES now. My list of practice link only has copy and edit icon and no delete icon. The edit does not have a delete icon.
Okay, good to know.
Which part of the OES now?
My list of practice links only has copy and edit icon and no delete icon. Okay.
If you're talking about old trim, then you can delete. You know?
Okay, so we're talking about O trim, Harry. So if you're in O trim, you can delete those links, the practice links. All right. Hopefully that answers your question. Amy wants to show
I
her.
think you have to scroll to the right. Your view of the device is you just have to scroll to the right further. There are 6 buttons there, Harry. Probably you're viewing it only the two
Oh,
buttons, but there's still there a dashboard. You scroll to the right, discover things, and yeah,
yeah.
that's it.
And Harry says, sorry, I collapsed the list on the left and it shows the rest of the icons, including the delete icon. So exactly what you suggested is what he found out.
As Andy Burke says,
Yay. And Harry says, it's hard to take my foot out of my mouth. Oh, then you're fine.
Harry, I walk around with my foot on the side of my mouth, so don't worry. Not to worry.
All righty. I think we've got a lot more questions, but at this point we've been here almost 2 hours. So instead of continuing for the full 2 hours, I think that's a bit much for everybody. So it's a lot of material to absorb. So we don't want to burn everybody out and make their brains go work too hard. So I think we're gonna kind of wind down. Would you agree with that?
I think that's a good idea.
But if they have question, they can still continue on lunchtime, another 4 hour, another 3 hours time, in the OES lunch this afternoon. The 3 hours time, the link is be in the back office.
Actually, 2 hours time if it's coming on at noon.
Wow, 2 hours.
2 hours time, yeah. We can cross the road for coffee. We order 3 of them.
Yeah.
Should never correct the master. Sorry. Forgive me.
Can I make a few remarks?
Yes.
Whatever we share these last 2 days is like we have problem, we have issue, But ONPASSIVE is not about all this issue. ONPASSIVE is bigger than the issue. ONPASSIVE is a platform that can help the innovator, the those techie guys who have a product, who have a design, or who have a idea, to help them explore a design, or maybe to help them to have a cutting edge in the society, in the marketplace. So we should be looking out for people who have this idea, who have the business acumen, help them to come to ONPASSIVE, and let ONPASSIVE to help them get the potential up in the marketplace. So don't always look at your problem, but we are bigger than that. ONPASSIVE is a huge, humongous IT company or tech company that is ready to help you. This is what we need to look for. Instead of looking for a problem, we look for the potential customer who have an idea but do not have people to help them. Come, bring them into ONPASSIVE.
Does anybody else
Very
want to
good.
say something? Christy, I'm sure you have a few words for us as well. Go ahead, Christy.
Yeah, okay. What we have done in Malaysia for the last 2 weeks, I'm meeting up with face-to-face training and the use of the affiliates. What we actually promoted among the university students who are the future workforce in the market. So we are updating them with the latest in IT software. So they sign in as an affiliate. So to learn to use the software, and then when it becomes more elaborate, they will use this in the workforce as well. So it's good to approach the younger generation as well.
Beautifully said.
Well said, for sure. Over to you, Teng. Have you got some closing remarks?
Well, the purpose of putting us together here is we're gonna learn from everybody, and then from there, unpassive is the only solution that I could think to all the failures that we have. So, take a look. This is a serious business, and then as a serious business owner, keep an eye on what you have and keep engaged, get active, and it's worth the time for on passive.
We there for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
And over to Mr. CT from the Philippines. Go ahead, Chris. Did you mute us, Lynn? No.
No.
Chris. Earth to Chris. Earth to Chris.
No. Oh, there it is. I just have to reiterate what I said earlier and my intro. Uh, I believe that the digital tool set we have in our fingertips has the potential to make the world a better place, and I know I can contribute in my own way, big or small, to make that happen. Thank you very much.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Did we hit everybody
Yeah.
on
Well,
final words?
I think so.
Not too
Shabby.
let's do this. Before I put my foot in my mouth further, I think maybe we should do a Q&A once a week or every other week. The response has been overwhelming, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, very helpful. A lot of nice comments in the chat. So if you guys are willing,
Yeah, because
and I get the okay from the executive producer,
I
maybe
think
we'll do
a
that.
regular feature of this show should be a Q&A once or twice a week. I do believe there's a big need for it, as you can see from the responses from the people here today. There's a lot of questions, and actually really good questions as well. So what do you guys think?
Okay, let me put my 2 cents on that. Doing a Q&A actually means a lot. You know why? It will get rid of language barrier. Some of them, they have a question, they just don't know how to picture it, and they just don't have the courage sometimes to face the camera. But here we are, we're giving them the light. Here, come on, we're gonna shine on you, and this is a big help. And actually, the lunch Q&A, that was the brilliant idea of our team, because we want to reach out those silent affiliates. We're gonna reach out to them. This is for everyone, and if you believe what you do, you can do whatever you want. Thank you.
Is for sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for those thoughts.
So we want to let you know that we will be posting the link to the lunchtime webinar. It's a basically a kind of like a classroom, would you say, Francis, where we're actually teaching material.
Yeah.
Screen share. Is it a screen share as well?
If necessary. Yeah. It's more than what we are doing here. We will also do screen share. Yeah.
Right. Okay, so look for that. I'll go ahead and be posting in the back office shortly after this show is finished. So feel free to come and join us. And it will be on O Connect, correct? Through O Connect, yeah. So I think we all want to practice being on O Connect anyway. So you get a lot out of it by attending. You get information, but you also get to practice using the O Connect. So
Would we say thank you again to the Super Sticker
yes,
folks?
we would like to go ahead and thank those that gave super stickers. Thank you to Francis Tay.
Thanks, Francis. Appreciate it.
And thank you to Tina
Tina
Go,
Go from sunny Singapore.
both staunch supporters of RobLynn Live.
We appreciate both
them
of you.
so
Thank
much.
you very much.
Thank you.
So I think that's a wrap. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to say good night, Gracie.
Good night, George.
Good night, Mrs. Calabash. Wherever you are.
And for the panel, if you would just stay for a few seconds so we can do some photo shoots. So stay with us, okay? Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
Maybe tonight.
Or tonight in a couple hours if you choose to come to the lunch webinar. Bye-bye.